Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. This time I want to do a top-down analysis on smart money concept, just breaking down a the structure on, in this particular case, is going to be on Euro USD. Okay, and I wanted to explain, and I'm sure that some of you already know this, that markets are fractal. Okay, that means that basically they create patterns, and these patterns repeat over and over again. That's basically what fractal means. Okay, if you want to just don't understand, these are mathematic stuff, so you just go on Google what does fractal means. Simple explanation, and this is basically what it does. So fractals can be thought of as never-ending patterns. Okay, they repeat over and over again. So markets in overall, I'm not just talking about Euro USD. In overall, I'm talking about cryptocurrencies, metals, indices, right? They are all fractals. Okay, they will repeat. They will repeat the same pattern over and over again. All right. Since they are fractal, that means if it's a pattern and we know that they repeat over and over again, this is the part where you can actually make money, because you know something. You know that this sort of patterns they repeat over over and over and again, and because of that you should be able to make money actually because of it, because you know this. So based on that, traders actually make their strategies, because they know these are patterns, and this type of patterns repeats over and over again. Okay, the hard thing to do is actually finding them, at the right time, entering at the right time, right hour, right moment. Okay, so you can actually have more probabilities of winning. So in this particular case, I'm just going to show right here, right here, just breaking down. We can see I'm on the daily time frame, and we see that the market from here on Euro USD, it was nicely on a downtrend, right, for a long time. Right here we have a lower high, a high low, I'm sorry, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And from here, boom, it broke, right? And all of a sudden, we're creating now higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, and potentially higher low right here. And now the next leg is expecting to break this high on the daily. At least that's what I'm seeing from here, right? So let's go and now jump all the way, let's say from daily to 1 hour. I want to see what happened actually here. Since the market actually got to somewhere here in this area after creating this high, price was exhausted and then started pulling back, right? Then all of a sudden you started to see momentum, right? Going to the upside. Let's see, since markets are fractals, that means these patterns, they repeat over and over again, no matter what actual time frame you are. This is the cool thing. You can go in lower time frames, and you will see the same thing repeating over and over again. Okay, so from here, I want to see what happened. You see, I'm going to actually measure this stuff. So I want to see what happened right here, from here to here, basically. You know, I want to see what actually happened there. So I'm going to go on a 1 hour. It doesn't matter the time frame. You could do it, depending on what you're seeing. Right. This is our whole entire zone. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to mark it up this way. Okay. I want to see what the market did pretty much from here. Okay. Starting from the top. So I want to mark it up this way. Right here. Right. Let's mark up. This is our last high. Okay. From that high, market did this. We did that high. And again, went all the way down here. For a second. There we go. So I'm marking this thing up. Perfect. Right there. We can see that market broke this previous low. All right. Now, I want to see, since the market actually completed a pullback, I just want to see from this low, you see there was one single move actually right here, and we had a correction. Market actually corrected there, right? Then it had another drop, which is this low right there. But let me just make it clear, just that is very tight right there. But what I'm trying to mark up is that the market did not take any liquidity, you know, from here. Did not sweep any high. It would have taken this high in this case because the market did not sweep this high right here. Right here at the top, this is not a break of a structure. This is not a bust. This is what's called inducement. Okay, that's basically what we currently have at the moment. Market from there created a broke this low, but you see it has one move, little correction, and another move. Right here, market is taking what is called inducement, induces, and then go ahead and break the low right here. After that breakout happens, that confirms that this is a break of a structure. This is a boss, okay? And from here, you know, at this point, you can continue. We're just going to continue go with the trend, all right? We see clearly that market broke right here, right? With this move, we have a break. Boom. From here, market starts then doing this. Boom. Sweeps the high right there. After sweeping that high, that means we do have an inducement right here. That means that if the price breaks this low now, it's a boss. And that's what we have right there. Okay, so basically at this point, from this low, we do have a break of a structure. Confirm boss. I like to do this way because it helps me understand where is the structure. So at this point, from that high, that's the highest point, higher high. We have a higher low. I know that this is a higher low as well. Like this high, I mean, this high is higher than this one. This high is higher. I mean, it's this low. I'm sorry. This low is lower than this one, and this low is lower than this one, right? So what's happening right here is that because this is the confirmed boss, you see, this was just an inducement. I'm not going to mark it up as a higher low. It's a lower low. This is my actual lower low because now market has taken out the first inducement, the first lower high in this case. That's the first inducement is taken, and now price broke to the downside. So once it breaks, this means that this high right there is my confirmed lower high. Okay, now I know that if the price will break, if it happens to break this high, this is gonna be my chart. That's it. Like I'm always trying to find that. Even if I'm not trading a smart money concept, I'm just paying attention to the very last high and the very last low. I would just want to see, okay, do we have a break of a structure? Yeah, we do have a break of a structure. So that makes me understand that we're still bearish, you know? As long as the market is not doing this, trying to break above, you know, then I know that we're still bearish, right? So once the market breaks, we do have a confirmed break of a structure right here. What happens with this chart? That change of character transfer to here. Okay, now this is our potential chop if ever happens. Now what do we see? We see that from here, you see market had from this point, or from this point, you see we have an impulse, correction, and big impulse. Right, it's actually dropping. It dropped a little lower right here, but all the way, it's one single move. You see, it's one single move. Market is not sweeping any highs. Because it's not sweeping any highs, that means that this, we have a little inducement right here, right? Market pulls back. Now, again, one single move. That means that market is not sweeping any high right here, right? Because it's not sweeping any high, that means that this is not a boss. This is just an inducement, okay? It's not taking any liquidity. Now, look at this. Price breaks, right? Little correction, breaks again, goes to the downside, creates this low. Very important. Forgot to mark it up right here. Since this is a confirmed boss, market is taking this liquidity, right? We do have an inducement right there. That makes this my lower high, my confirmed lower low, confirmed lower high. This is not a confirmed lower low just yet. I have to see a boss. A break of a structure has to happen, right? So since market went all the way down here, created this low and broke. Because it broke, is this actually a boss? Let's see. Market did induce. It took liquidity right there. And because it took liquidity and had that inducement, that means that this is my confirmed boss. So now we actually have a confirmed lower low, confirmed lower high is created once the price breaks the confirmed low. Okay, and so on. We simply continue. From there, market came all the way from this high, you know, price drop. Let's see, actually dropped it here, and then a little impulse, and then broke again, and then impulse. So I would say we can actually take this one as the inducement. We had an inducement right here, and this one, because the market did took the liquidity. Look at this, price created this low, impulse, and then another correction. This right here, we do have our minor inducement right there. And this means I know that these candles, they did not close below. This basically is transferring to this one. This actually broke right there. So yeah, we can put this as a boss because it's just right there. We can definitely call that a boss. So now we're going to continue transferring. Where's our chalk? Here, right? At this point, we're just going to continue transferring this. So the chalk will now be at this high if it breaks to the upside. We have a boss, right? And a chalk will happen somewhere there. Plus, we have a lower low confirm and a lower high. All right. Now let's see here. Price has a little inducement. That is just an inducement right there. And then from there, let's see what it does. Okay, we do have a break. Is this break a boss? Yeah, I can say from here. Market was actually sweeping, or you want to say from here. It's fine. But it's taking already the nearest lower high. It's taking the liquidity. Could it be this one or this one? Either both right there is liquidity sweep. So that means that this is my confirmed boss. Okay. If that's my confirmed boss, that means that this is my confirmed lower low. And where's the highest point? Right here. Confirmed lower high because it broke. Now at this point, just look at this move right there. This move can actually get you confused because we have a break, one clean move right there. Price pulled back, and we see that actually induced and then broke again. So is this a boss? We can call it. Yes, we can definitely call it a boss. I know that the body of the candle did not close below. We can transfer that to somewhere here to this little candle right there. We can definitely transfer to that. But yes, it is actually a boss. Okay, it is actually a break of a structure. Body of the candles, they did continue actually breaking. So this is going to be my lower low, lower high. Okay, and so on. We continue actually moving our chart. You see that we don't know when markets are actually going to be changing until it breaks it, until it gives us, of course, the change of direction. So anyways, price continues dropping. I see another inducement right here. This is just nothing. We have an inducement. This is a boss. Let's see. Yeah, this is a boss. Market took this liquidity from this previous high right there. So we do have a break of a structure right there. This is my confirmed lower high, confirmed lower low. After price creates this low, you see one impulse, correction, price breaks again. This is not a boss. At the bottom, this right here is not a boss. This is an inducement because it didn't take any liquidity. Right here, price drop, correction, and drop again, right? Now, we do see that market is taking liquidity, right? That means that if it breaks, which it did right here, this is my boss, confirm break of the structure. This is my confirm lower low, confirm lower high, right? Now, important, right here, we're getting closer now to our zone. We'll look at right here, what's actually happening. Market break this low. You see, actually, you see this candle? This is actually a bullish candle right there. That little pin bar right there, it's a bullish candle. So it means we have an impulse, little correction, an impulse. So this break right here is definitely a boss because what the price pull back induce, right? We do have our inducement right there. And that means that this is a boss. Okay, now at this point, right, we had actually come to our zone. We have a confirmed lower low, a confirmed lower high. We know that in this case, where is our chalk? Now let's see what happens because it does show right here that market actually broke now and is giving us a change of direction right here. You see, when the market is just getting it to the bottom, you see all the dots that we marked up is very important. All those dots, they are there for a reason. Okay, the simple reason is internal structure and external structure. You can see pretty much prices coming from above right here. Wow, this is a nice downtrend. Yeah, pretty big. So okay, let's take a look. Right from here, we have an impulse correction. So basically lower high, lower low, 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 lower high. Price creating the last low right there, right? So you see, market is always respecting that, and in this particular case, our chalk is going to happen right at the first lower high, confirm lower high. All right. Now let me clean this for a moment. All right, there we go. You see, we're marking the structure up. Market is coming to an end. This downtrend, nice downtrend. When you see a change of character actually happening, it means that it's coming to an end. But you see why it's important to actually do it this way, guys, is because you are gonna you're gonna prevent this is gonna prevent you from, you know, a lot of fake outs. Okay, because if you don't know, if you think that this right here was a boss, let's say you were thinking this was actually a boss right there, you thought, oh, this is a break of a structure. So that means that this right here is a chalk. Oh, all right, that's a chalk, right? So if I have a chalk right there, that means that right here, it's my order block, right? I do have a demand zone right there. So great, I have liquidity now. So holy cow, I'm gonna try to take this bot, right? I'm gonna take it here, or you want to enter at the 50%. I mean, whatever, right? Place the stop loss here, and you want to aim your take profit here. So you're starting to look for a buy when the market is still bearish. This chalk, you thought that this was actually a chalk because you marked up this boss incorrectly. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. You have to be careful with this sort of stuff, guys. It's gonna get you confused. So you see, basically, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna find yourself, losing a lot of positions because you're trying to catch a reversal when you think it is, but it's not. The market is not just reversing just yet. Now, I'm not saying that it is all it's going to happen all the time. Sometimes we do have fake change of direction. Yeah, the market can do that, right? But it's not all the time. Okay, not all the time. All right. You see the mistake here. This is what happened. Understand where this is coming from. This is the whole deal, the whole thing. From here, when directly one single move, right? Price just literally went up a little bit, just a little pullback before it actually broke. Do you see the market from this move, from this high, all the way down to this low? The market did not sweep. Do you see the candles? You see all red candles. Okay? All red candles. Do you see the difference? Now, pay attention. Do you see the difference between this drop and this drop? Pay attention. What's the difference between this drop that broke this low and this drop that broke this low? What's the difference? Very big difference. And let me clean it because this is where the mistake comes from. All right? Again, pay attention to what I'm doing. This move was one single move. From here, this move is not one single move. Why not, Eduardo? Simple. Do you see that we have an impulse and you see this little candle right there? That means there was a little correction. That's a bullish candle right there. And then from there, price breaks and creates another low. So that means that you see that this move right there to the upside swept the nearest liquidity. Okay, it took liquidity from the nearest lower high. This move, there is no nearest lower high. It means that this is the actual lower high. I'm sorry, that line is very, but let me put it this way. All right, so this is right here. That's that's the zone where the market would have taken the liquidity, you know. But because it didn't, this is an invalid break. This is not, I mean, it's breaking technically. Yeah, the price broke this low, so it's technically a break of a structure, but it's not a confirmed break of a structure. Why is not a confirmed break of a structure? Because it's not sweeping any liquidity. It's not taking any liquidity from this move. This break right here, aha, you see, it's not one single move. It has an impulse, correction, impulse, right? So it's sweeping, taking liquidity. After taking the liquidity, that confirms that this is my confirmed lower low, not this one, okay? This is not a confirmed lower low because there is no liquidity sweep. Okay, what confirms the lower low right here would be the liquidity sweep, which is this one. Okay, that's my confirm, right? That means that if market from here it could have crashed from here, boom, 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 and breaks this low, this is definitely a boss. It's a confirmed boss. Okay, so you made a mistake here by marking every single break. This is another thing I see every single time in a lot of students. I have to say it that they mark every single break as a boss, and that's not like that. They mark every single break of a low, you mark it as a boss. That's why you're getting confused on catching the reversal, because you're getting faked out by these fake chucks right there. That's not a chuck. That is just an inducement. It's a liquidity taken because this was not a boss. This was an inducement, you know? So that's the big mistake, guys, because you think this was a boss. This is where you get, and you can clearly see, all right, it's a trap basically for beginners and smart money traders, right? They see the liquidity right there. Nice. They even use the Fibonacci. I mean, you can get all the things you want. You use the Fibonacci right there, from the low to the high, a beautiful golden sword right there. So you're looking for a buy somewhere there, and your take profit right here, stop loss, boom. Oh, nothing happened. You're like, what the fuck? This doesn't work. So why am I trading order blocks? This doesn't make sense. No, it does make sense. It's just that you don't know how to mark your structure correctly. So now that we have our confirmed change of direction right here, now you see this. This is it. Now that you have this, that's the thing that is changing the direction. From there, all we see markets is trying to go bullish. Let's mark it up. Clear. We see right here, we do have the origin. Okay, we do have that big demand zone right there, right? We do have several. I, we do have a POI right there. I would not take it. Normally, the first POI, it's a trap. Maybe this one would be another POI, right? Another interesting zone, point of interest, right? What's happening right there? It looks like the market is actually reacting to this POI, right? Not the one at the bottom, the origin. No, it's reacting to the POI, and now boom, it's starting to break. Now, look at this. Now, pay attention because things are changing now. You know, so if you see the move now, now you think you see that what happened here. Now you have a chunk, right? Now you have to be looking for the structure. Now you have an impulse, right? That's the one that caused the chalk. We have a correction, right? Now we have an impulse. The market started playing around, and then boom, starting to drop, drop, drop. Boom, took the first low right here. We have liquidity sweep. Guess what? Guess what that means? That means if price now breaks this high somewhere, whatever, this is going to be a confirmed boss. And this would be my first, this case, my first boss to the upside. Because now we changed the direction. You know, this would be my change of character right here. All right. My change of character now, my boss, I'm sorry, my confirmed boss. If that's my confirmed boss, now I am going to mark up the structure again. If this is my lowest point, now my higher high now is this one, confirm higher high, right? Now where's the lowest point? This one right here. There we go. So we have a whole move, boom, right? Higher low, higher high. Now let's see what the market is doing from there. You see, it's sort of starting to push up now. Now pay attention. You see this clean move. Look at all the candles, right? Same candles, same bullish candles creates that high. Boom, right? All of a sudden, price just pulled back, but it's not sweeping any liquidity. It's not taking. The market would have to take at least maybe this low, right? Because market is from here, it was pushing up, created a high, then a low, right? At least right here, this candle, this bearish candle, is the one that marks the actual thing. So the market would have to gone through this low to take some liquidity for this to be a boss, but it wasn't. So this is not a boss right there. That's just an inducement. Now what's happening there after that happened right there? You see, again, one impulse. Let me see what candle is this. Because man, it doesn't have a shape at all. So I would say, yeah, I would say this is just another inducement right here. Like this break, it's another inducement right there. Right now, let's see. Price goes down, a little correction, pushes up again. That's an inducement. We have an inducement right here. And then from there, this high price drops. Actually, this have this move and then drop. So it's inducing, it's taking some liquidity there and even sweeping this low. But I mean, this one is the most important. This one right here. That's the first one. From this low, price pushed up and then came down, sweep it. So that means that this is a boss. This is a confirmed break of a structure, what we're having right there. So if that's a confirmed break of a structure, let's mark it up again. All right, let's mark it up because I want you to see where the structure is. Okay, so this is the lower low, higher low, I'm sorry, confirmed higher low. This is not a higher high. I mean, it is, technically, it is, but it's not a confirmed higher high. This is also not a confirmed higher high. Confirmed higher high, it shows up when the liquidity is sweep, is taken right there. That's my confirmed higher high, and this is my confirmed higher low because market now broke to the upside. Now, right here, we actually see, look at the move. Look, it's so clean. It's so clear, guys, that you shouldn't be making more mistakes after you watch this video, man. You literally should not be making more mistakes on this one. Okay? You have an impulse from here. You have an impulse, correction, impulse, right? Okay. Price all of a sudden breaks this. Is this a boss or an inducement? Well, let's see. Let's see. Right? From this whole break, you see this is the lowest point. This is the nearest lower high. Was it sweep? Was it? I think it was. Just by a little bit. You see, that's more than enough. This is definitely an inducement. The market did take that low right there, that liquidity. Actually, it's a POI. The market did reacted to that POI, but sort of sweep the lows. You could have got stopped out maybe, but that's a nice POI zone that you could be looking for buys right there. You know, but I mean, this is not about the entries. This is just about a structure that I'm trying to show right here. So basically, from this point, you have a confirmed break of the structure now, right? Because the market swept that low. So that means that now, let's go with the structure again. We have a high high, right? And this little week right there is the lowest point, right? The market is breaking, of course, that's where we are at the moment. So right here, let's go from here now, from the bottom. You see market switch direction nicely. So what we see, guys, is internal structure and external structure. Like I'm on a 1 hour. If I go in here in lower time frames, let's say I go to a 5 minute time frame, 15-minute time frame, this whole noise right here, let's say from here, lowest point, higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and so on, higher high, right? I know what's that? What is this? This is internal structure, guys. Sometimes you're gonna have noisy things. Market is gonna be very choppy, very noisy, but you have to understand that basically what we're seeing here is not always going to be that perfect, that clean like it was here, right? Sometimes it's going to be like this, right? But you have to understand how to mark it out. That way you're not going to be messing things up just thinking that market is shifting because you spotted a fake boss or a fake chart. Sometimes it's about seeing correctly where the break happened, how it happened. It was one single move? Did the market actually took liquidity? Did it take any inducement? Inducement is very important because the market has to. Uh, Inducement is basically liquidity. Market makers or this algorithm, they have to take liquidity. They have to make money before they go to a certain direction. Okay, so that's basically it, guys. That's how I marked out my structure. Okay, it definitely helps. If I'm trying to catch a reversal, I know, let's say we're bearish. I know maybe I'm following a downtrend. Nice. But it's always good to know exactly when the change of direction is going to happen. And I don't want to be trapped in a manipulation or just by mistake, I'm marking up wrongly a change of character when there is actually no change of character. I have to say again, sometimes, yes, we're going to see actually fake change of characters, manipulation, especially when there are news, big events. Nowadays, President Biden can come out and say something and markets can go nuts, right? So those are the moments when things can go, against you. You have to understand that not all the time you're going to be winning. No, not all the time you're going to be winning. sometimes it's gonna, it be very overwhelming. You're gonna be like, what the hell has just happened? That's why it's important to keep updated, guys. I'm not a fundamental trader. I don't like trading news. I don't trade news. I hate them. But I have to admit that right now, especially right now with all these conditions of the market, inflation, all this crap going on, um, it's very, uh, how can I say, it's complicated. So all traders have to be aware of this situation and what's happening, and at least before you go trading in the morning, just check the news. There's a lot of apps where you can actually see what sort of big news events are going on. you know at least during New York session, before the New York Stock Exchange opens, like NFP, CPI report, whenever Jerome Powell is speaking, FOMC, all those stuff, they will affect the markets a lot. And if you're not aware of those, you're going to get in trouble. Sometimes you're going to be wondering, like, what the hell just happened? Why is the market so bullish or so bearish? Why did the market crash so strong? Right? It's because maybe you are not aware of what's going on with the news. So you have to be aware of that. It's important. It doesn't hurt to watch these apps. Um, for example, Finviz. There are actually a lot of applications that you can use, okay, for to watching apps. Just let me know in the comment section which one do you use, if you're actually using any. I will leave also in the comment section a few of them that I don't have right now right here just for the video. I will be leaving it on the description below, or on the comment section below. I will be actually posting it. So let me know what you think, guys, about market structure, what you think about this video. If you find it helpful, just give it a thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting content for you guys for free. I know you are learning a lot, and it definitely motivates me to keep doing this for you guys. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.